be a rugby player, you have to be dedicated to the sport, enjoy the game, and actually quite physically able to play.
To be a rugby player is to work on your body, fitness, strength. It's about team, it's about brotherhood, it's about commitment.
Literally, before I've met anyone else, I've got 60 of my best mates, just instantly right off the bat. Yeah, obviously it means a lot as well. It's something you commit to.
My name's Jack Garnham, I play flanker and I'm president of the Men's Rugby Union Society here at the uni. I'd say it's very busy being a rugby player. Your Monday nights are committed to training up at Netherland. It's full contact every week, so it's not easy. On Monday we get the coach from the library at 6 o'clock up to Lincoln Rugby Ground where we go through our full contact drills, like conditioning for the Wednesday game day. It's usually pretty tough, gum shields, all the protection you need up there. Tuesday is a bit less intense, practicing hands, going through backs drills, line out scrums. Not as intense, so you're well rested for game day. And then of course Wednesday, dependent on where you are, get up, get to the meet time, and you're off to play some rugby.
Well, the socials are obviously a big part of society. It means that whether you win or lose on Wednesday, you go out and commiserate or celebrate together. It means you get over the loss if it's a loss, or it means you celebrate the win really hard. Obviously, like I said before, you've got like 40 best mates immediately, so it's so good going out with all of them because you can get on with all of them. No matter who you're left with, you're still having a good time. And also, obviously, the socials carry out through the week as well, because it's not just on a Wednesday. But Wednesday is the big one. Wednesday is the one that we all look forward to and we all want to go out on.
They give us a chance to integrate with all the other players within the teams, whether you're a first team player or a second team player, whether you don't feature at all, we all get together and it's a good time for us to bond. Also helps on the pitch as well because you know the person that you're playing with, you know the person that you've got to make the tackle for.
It also helps you the next week because you've gone out, you've got over the game. If you've lost, you can come back next week stronger. Obviously as well, you get to know loads of people around Lincoln because obviously you get to know all the people in the bars and clubs and things like that. And obviously it's just such a good time because, like I say, because you're so close in the society, you pretty much have 40 best mates. So you can go out with every week and it's just quality. You can go out with them on the Wednesday socials and obviously outside the socials as well. So yeah, that's the kind of good mates you get from it.
I believe sometimes that we get the sort of people get the wrong end of the stick about our society. Admittedly, we're not golden, but we're not all that they say.
If you ask us, there's other societies and other people around university how the rugby team represented, it's quite negative. There's quite a lot of animosity towards us at times.
When you say group of lads walking around the street, everyone's going to be like, oh, rowdy guys. But I think because there's a lot of us, and typically that's the reputation we have. Everyone sort of pins it on us.
I don't feel we're represented the way we should be. I think we're represented as a bunch of hooligans or disrespectful people.
With a society full of 60 lads, you're always going to get a lot of people having an opinion on you and maybe not liking the way you do things a lot of the time, maybe the drinking and things like that, but in the end it's life, I guess. Can't please everyone.
I've got a lot of girlfriends and they often say things have happened and it's usually been to do with the rugby team. And I was on a night out a couple of weeks ago and they decided to start pushing everyone they saw, and that was quite annoying and it irritated me quite a bit. So that was the rugby team's work.
I wouldn't say trouble exactly with the rugby lot. They often are quite loud, but at the same time so is everybody else on the night out. So, but I think it's because they're in such a big group, they seem like more intimidating and louder than the other ones, but I wouldn't say they're particularly over noisy, just a couple of lads on a night out.
Usually, I don't know, stereotypically you'd see like massive shoulders and they usually travel in packs. So you're like, yeah, you're a rugby guy. Usually it's generally to do with like relationships, like cheating and stuff, and generally being quite disrespectful to women. It sounds very stereotypical, but it's quite true from what I've heard.
Well, the next night out will be tomorrow night. Obviously, first and seconds both have games tomorrow. We both came off the back of a double disco. We both won last week, and we're hoping to do the same again this week. And there was no trouble last week, so I don't see why there'd be any trouble this week either.
They bloody hit everyone. They seem to go for girls because they think they'll be too scared to fight back. I don't think that's
not
true,
true.
is it? To us?
No. Can't see anybody who goes out on a Wednesday night aiming to hit a girl.
Yeah, I think that's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "Oh, I've had a boy mate being kicked while on the floor by them too."
Well, I can't
confirm
that.
Neither can I.
I'm sure there's a good reason for whatever happened. I think the reputation of rugby players is the same in all unis, if you know what I mean. Like the actual culture around rugby, and the sort of like camaraderie and like the culture that comes with it will always follow rugby wherever you are. So at every uni they'll probably have problems like this where people think the rugby boys are too rowdy or whatever. I just think it's something that will always be there. I think it's something that other people quite enjoy doing as well. Having a scapegoat, having someone to point out all the time, having someone to talk about and eating out the next day. Rugby league came into my room and pissed on my bathroom floor. I doubt that. Well,
oh, that definitely happened. I don't know who that was.
Really? That's funny. Rugby players just tried flirting with my cousin in Canada.
Yeah, he had a wee again at another point.
Everyone 2 weeks.
Yeah, I had a couple.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not good. I don't think it's going to change very much. I think we're going to keep on being the way we are, and I think that will always upset people because of how boisterous and loud we can sometimes be.
I think it'll always be there, but I just think 90% of it is either made up or exaggerated or fabricated. But it's all part of the pantomime, really.